So there are very few competitive congressional seats across the country. They have gotten more and more gerrymandered, which means essentially what happens is elected officials draw the lines that help their party stay in office.
Right.
Right. And so what Trump has pushed, and redistricting is not supposed to be happening right now.
Right,
this is something that happens every 10 years. So 2030 is the next time that states are supposed to redraw their lines. But Trump, seeing the trends, said, no, we're not waiting until 2030. We're going to redraw lines now because the numbers in Congress are too tight. Right? We don't want J.D. Vance having to be the person to be the tiebreaker.
Right.
We need a healthier margin. And so they said the way to do that is to redraw the lines in a way that favors our party. So we need to eliminate as many competitive seats as possible, eliminate as many Democratic seats as possible.
So literally, pretty much, all right, let's just take fighting District 5,
Nikema Williams.
Yeah, Nikema Williams seat. That is strongly
That is a strong Democratic seat.
That's this district. That's
right.
It's heavily. Essentially, what they're doing is just trying to cut it in half or cut it in a way that weakens her voter base.
Right. So Nikema, I think it's going to be very hard to.
She's kind of safe, but
she's probably safe. So we know that they're going after Sanford Bishop, who's been a Democratic congressman for at least a couple decades or somewhere around there. That's a seat that they can pick up.
Right.
There's a question about the Lucy McBath seat, which they have redrawn her
multiple times.
Right. So they go after the Lucy McBath seat. That's two seats right there.
Yeah, she win again. She just needs to start a consulting firm.
But I mean, if you think about it's a numbers game, right? If I win 2 seats in Georgia, if I can win 3 seats in Alabama, or not even 3 seats, if I can win 1 seat in Alabama, if I can win 5 seats in Texas, it's just a numbers game.
Right.
So every seat counts.
So the people the protests that happened down in Alabama, because I heard everybody was there. I heard
a lot of people.
Did you go?
I didn't go. There were a lot of people there. A lot of people from Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Urban League was there. I think Helen Butler, I believe, was there. There was a lot of folks.
Yeah, Black Voters Matter. So is that going to happen in Georgia? Are they going to do their own rally here in Georgia?
Probably.
Are you hearing that?
Probably. They pulled that rally together in like 7 days.
I know.
So
I seen, because I had got a call to go out there. I was just like, I couldn't go.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to see if they
would. My guess is they would do something a little bit closer to the start of session.
So essentially, how do you block this? Well, you
show up to vote, right? So, I mean, the way to block it is if they end up carving these districts,
right,
and they make the Sanford district more competitive, for example, it doesn't mean that a Republican would absolutely win, but you have to show up to vote.
Right.
Right. And so the question is, once we see the maps, I mean, there's a number of things. You see the maps, you file a lawsuit. Right. Once these maps go live, you can bet that there will be at least one lawsuit about these maps. Behind it. Right. And it's also why the state Supreme Court races are so important, because these maps first go to the state Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So there's that, right? So there's the legal avenue, and then there's the actual get out the vote avenue. And then another way might be, which is what's happening in Louisiana, a recall election. So
what's a recall election?
A recall election is where you say this particular elected official, and in Louisiana, they're having this conversation right now about the governor of Louisiana, to say, I don't like what you're doing, and I am going to essentially draw up a petition, kind of like what we saw with Cop City.
Okay.
Right? But this actually has teeth. You don't have to wait for the mayor to say yes or no on it.
Gotcha.
And so you get enough signatures to trigger a recall election. Now, remember, Republicans tried to do this against Gavin Newsom in California.
I do remember that.
But it failed.
I do remember that. Okay. See, I didn't even know that's how that worked. So, yeah.